Cool.
Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at IamFote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'ma tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Tap in. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The week begins March 20th. It's a Monday. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend and all that good stuff. Yeah. I know. Monday comes and you're like, goodness. Alfreda, what's up? Good morning. Number one, she's first up to bat. I get it. But hey, we're blessed to be alive. We're breathing. We're here. So you might as well enjoy it. We might as well have some fun and talk and chit chat. As you know what, that's what my mom used to say. I just want to chit chat with my aunt. And we just chit chatting. And I love that word chit chat. I don't even know where that came from. We need to know the origin of chit chat. So it is Monday. Good morning, Shawnee Scott. It's the Michael, Shawn, and Shawnee Scott show right now for a while. But we've done a lot of shows where it's just been Micah. Where I'm gonna date myself. We like the Sonny and Cher. Y'all don't know who Sonny and Cher was. Some of y'all know who Sonny and Cher was. I think Shawnee might be too young. I don't know. So Shawnee, how was?
I never watched the show, but I heard of it.
Yeah, I was real young when the Sonny and Cher show came on.
Good morning,
Good morning, Kathy Black and Mild. Good morning, Miss enjoying retirement. Afro Queen in the building. I love it on a Monday. Random Rick. Chit chat. TOL and chit chat. So Shawnee, here's the magical question. How was your weekend, Shawnee? How was your weekend?
It was very restful. I watched a lot of TV.
I got it all written down too.
I didn't do too much work, even though I said I was, but I actually got some rest and watched some shows. Watched some shows that people have been saying to watch. I enjoyed some I didn't enjoy. What you say?
Oh, you got some rest. Hold up. You got some rest.
Yeah.
I'm just happy about that.
Yeah.
We're going to get into all our shows that we went back and forth talking about. You need to watch this, watch that. You need to watch this. No, watch that. I'm watching this. I'm on episode 4. Well, I'm just on episode 3, so I'll call you back. But that's excellent. The fact that you got rest. The fact that you said you got rest. Last night might have been the best sleep I got. Hey, Pearls. Might have been the best rest I got in like 3 or 4 weeks. Like I slept so good that when I woke up, I went right back to sleep. Like I had to wake up. I always got to hydrate. I always got to fill my thermos up, which irritates me because I'm always rolling over and sipping on my thermos. I walked right back up the steps. I laid my ass right back down in bed, closed my eyes, and I was asleep. There were no dreams. There was no nothing. It was a beautiful thing. For those who have a problem sleeping, you know how great and how underrated sleep is, boy. Oh, boy. You know how underrated some good sleep is. That's actually when you know you really love somebody, when you sleep better when you laying next to that person. That actually, I think those are one of the characteristics of when you know you into somebody, when you sleep better when you lay next to that person. And the bed feel a little empty when the person ain't there. Man, listen, I'm sentimental today. I got sleep and I woke up talking about love. So yeah, my weekend was restful. It was restful. It was entertaining. I I got a little productive. I was a little productive, just a little bit.
Okay.
I was a little productive. I'm getting back into being productive. So that was good. But the shows, listen, man, these streaming networks, I used to love cable, and I still watch. I watch some cable. I watch like ESPN is a cable channel. I watch ESPN. I watch a little CNN. Cable never had me the way these streaming networks have me, because at least cable will tell you The Sopranos came on Sundays, Sex and the City then came on Sundays, Entourage. So you had Sunday and a replay, but you couldn't just on demand it. You couldn't back when cable was really popping. You couldn't just get on there. This binge watching thing has turned into a job, people. When you binge watch a show, you are taking hours of your life dedicated to watching a show. So when a show is disappointing, you are pissed when you have spent that much time watching something. So the first thing, and I don't know if everybody watches the show. Now, it's a huge show. This show, You, and Shawnee started it's not the ending season, but the latest season.
Yeah, this is the last season.
That was the last season?
Yeah, this is the last season.
I hate to be a spoiler alert.
The newest season, yeah.
That was the last season?
This is the newest season, yeah.
No, I mean, that's the finale. That wasn't the finale.
Oh, I don't know if they're coming
That's
back. I don't know if they're going to come back, but that's the current season.
Yeah, I know they're going to come back off that ending. Because I'm positive they're going to come back off that ending. And we don't want to mess up the whole ending, y'all. But damn it, it's been out. It's been out for a little while now. But the way it ended, he may have met his match when it comes to being vicious. He may have met. That's all I'm saying. He may have met his match with the him and the super powerful lady and all that other good stuff. So we'll start with You. We'll do our Netflix, Hulu, We'll do our whatchamacallit, streaming critiques. So with You, on a scale of 1 to, we'll say 1 to 10, because 1 to 5 is tight. 1 to 10, what do you give it?
Well, I like the show a lot, so I give it a 10. I liked it when it first came. Well, it took me a minute to actually watch it, but I like the show a lot. Oh, look who just
popped up in here.
Yeah, don't even want to get in his spot.
Put your square where it's supposed to be, mister.
Yeah, and you're on mute.
And unmute your microphone. That just woke up. So you're giving You a 10.
Yeah.
That's high praise. I mean, it's good, but that's a 10.
Yeah.
So what gave it a 10? Like, without giving it away, what was it that gave it a 10?
So what's wrong with that? Well, when I first started watching it, I didn't know what it was about, and people had told me about it. I was like, I don't watch nothing about no crazy person doing this, that, and the other. But then I started watching. I was like,
murder.
Oh, it kind of has it keeps you wanting to see more. It kept you wanting to see more. So I like the writing of it. Everything flowed. It wasn't all over the place. I could follow it.
Yeah, and then if you don't follow it, they'll make sure they'll flash back and then give you a few tidbits. I liked it. I don't giving it a 10. I'm trying to think what I think is a 10. Giving it a 10. I really did like it. I enjoyed it. I mean, it got a little lengthy at certain points. There were certain scenes I was like, damn, we got to go back to that.
Red boy.
Red boy, what's good? I'll give it an 8. And I'll give it a strong 8. I'll give it a strong 8 before that. I'll give it a strong. So Jay Black, before we continue with our reviews, how was your weekend?
Weekend was good. I was in grandpappy mode. I'm being a new granddaddy for the first time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you called yourself a grandpappy. Wait a second. Oh, he called himself a grandpappy.
So I'm calling the official name is going to be J-Pop.
J-Pop. Why these grandparents want to be rappers? Like, what is going on? Why can't
So I'm just preparing the house. I had to put up a TV, the wall mount, and redecorating the room for her, and that was a lot of work. Putting up a TV wall mount is a lot of work. Them swivel ones, and
I got a guy who does that, and you know what pisses me off when he comes to do it?
What?
He throws that joint up in like less than 12 minutes. Less than 12 minutes, that joint is up. He can get you the one that pulls out and you can twist it around.
That's
and
the one I
like
put up. The swivel, ain't that tilted swivel one. Yeah.
And then he did teach me when I had to get him to come back out and take him down, unfortunately. But he was like, he showed me. He said, "This is the trick," but I can't explain the trick. But there is a way that you get the certain thing that you put in your wall, which he got. But
I might start a business, to be honest, because I
don't
feel
start
like
with that. Don't. Every time you do that, I cut the grass. I'm gonna be a landscape.
I could do other people's, and that could be a nice little hustle. But I'm just preparing the house, all that good stuff, and getting ready and preparing myself, man. Because when you get your first grandchild, you feel like you're older. I just the thought of being somebody's grandfather, like we always thought we was growing up. That means you old.
Good morning, chicken wings.
But
we old.
No, we're not old. We're not old. You can think you're old, but that's a mindset. Old is a mindset, people.
You just called yourself Pop. You just shut your ass up. You just called yourself Pop. You ain't never in your 20s ever thought about calling yourself Pop. In your 30s, you ain't never thought about calling yourself Pop. No, age is all in the mind. But my grandchild gonna call me Pop or J Pop. But go ahead. So you put the TVs up. So what were you, child-proofing the house or something?
Just rearrange and make a room, because you need room for the cribs and the bassinets, and you got to get visit. The baby be here in July.
Wow.
July 10th. Yeah, July 10th is the expected date. So we got 3 months.
Damn. Congratulations.
So that'll be that's where the mindset is right now. Because I know it's gonna end up being my child. I already know it, but it's like because we get protective. It's our big. No, I know you gave birth, but no, where do you think you're going? Yeah, no.
Why do we get so protective? Why did I buy the little kid? He was a little baby when Monty started babysitting him, and now he's like 4 years old. Why have I already gotten him? Like, I think we've gotten him like 3 Christmas gifts. Like he's already on a Christmas list. You just babysit him.
Yeah.
He's already. I just put him down as a dependent. Like he's already getting Christmas gifts.
Claim the baby. Yeah, I need that.
Who's gonna claim the baby? They cracking down on that. They cracking down on that.
Yeah, that was my weekend. Just a lot of that stuff. I caught up on my shows. Power. I saw the first episode of Power. Fire.
I haven't seen Power in a long time.
BMF. I'm a little behind on that. Saw Love After Lockup. I just catch up on all my shows too this weekend.
That Snowfall got me. Snowfall got me turned up.
I didn't even start watching that.
Yo, Snowfall got me. Anybody who watches they are vicious on Snowfall right now. So you caught up on all. So how is Lady Q feeling? Is has she started to get excited about?
They shopping for clothes and all that stuff.
Run that debit card, son. Run that debit card.
No, but she got her own money, so they both got their own money. They can figure that out. Don't be running my numbers.
Oh, your numbers getting run. You can talk tough if you want. Your numbers is getting run up. You just put TVs up.
Yeah, I can do that stuff.
Kathy Black said, "Good for you, Jay Black, for not waiting until the last minute preparing for the G baby." Yeah. Yeah. Now, back in the day, we would have waited to the last minute. Now that that's the one good thing about getting older. You know the mistakes of before. Because I remember my first Bonnie. I didn't think I even child-proofed the house. She was on her own.
Figure it out.
If she wanted to play with an outlet, she could play with an outlet. It's up to you, girl. You're going to have to find out the hard way what's going on. Here.
She got a fork in
the outlet. Got a fork in the outlet? Oh, you going to learn today. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, this is going to be a fun one.
You don't have to do that again.
I'm going to let you go crawl to it. Go ahead. I'm going to get you. You're going to be fine. But I ain't child-proof nothing. I don't even think. I think I got somebody. Dog, I am the worst. I think I got somebody to put the crib together. I think I paid somebody to put the crib together.
That's a lot of work putting all that stuff together. That's a lot of labor.
That's crazy.
If you're not mechanically inclined to put, then let me tell you something. Don't make building a crib the first thing you put together, because it is never going to. If you are at least having practice by buying furniture from IKEA, don't even try to let this be the first thing that you ever put together in your life. Because I'm telling you what, the frustration, because when you start a crib, there is no turning back. Once you take everything out the box, there is no turning back, man. Yeah. The pressure of being a parent. Oh my God. Well, watch Shawnee tell us she made the crib. You made your own, you put your own crib together, Shawnee?
No, because with Carly, somebody gave me I can't remember what it was called, but I used that as a crib. And then she slept with it. She slept with me most of the time anyway. So
was it a bassinet? Is that the correct terminology?
Don't
babies.
I don't know, but when Tara was born, when she was born, then they both had cribs. We had put 2 cribs in the room. But I mean, same thing. Shit, they slept in the bed with me most of the time anyway. They didn't sleep in the crib until it was turned to the toddler bed. You take the little thing off and drop the bottom of it. That's when they start sleeping in. But as far as I did childproof the house. My house was childproof. My mom's house was childproof.
Rich said, I built a crib for my step baby. It's going to collapse any day now. Son, at least you honest with it. At least you honest with it. Don't let that baby try and be too athletic up in that crib.
Yeah, real talk. That TV mount is missing like a couple screws, but I said it's enough. It's enough to hold it. It is. It's enough to hold it.
That's terrible.
Yeah. No, I think I stripped one of the holes. Don't worry about it, but it's enough in there to hold it up.
Don't say that. That's exactly why I refused to try and put it up myself, because I was like, because back when I bought these TVs, they was more expensive back then. I was like, it'd be my luck. I put this TV on and I hear something crashing.
Boom.
Boom at the end of it. Daddy done messed up the TV. Yeah. Well, Daddy tried. Yeah, damn it, Daddy tried.
Who touched it? Anybody tell you to touch it? Why are you trying to turn it to the left? Like it's supposed to
just leave it there. It's leave it on the wall. There's no need for you to pull it out. It's like 65 inches. What you need it closer to you for? Yeah, man. Listen. So my weekend. It's a lot of extra part. Laugh out loud. Somebody's. Oh man, a lot of. You can't have extra part. You can have extra parts on some stuff, but boy, putting that TV up, I wouldn't advise to have extra parts on that, and you shouldn't have extra parts on that crib. I'll tell you that much. Good morning, everyone. Already on leadership calls, talking to these folks like Mystical. What does that mean? I guess that's
how rough mystical talk.
Yeah, but on leadership calls, we'll see. Well, I don't know what the leadership calls mean. I don't know.
I guess work.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead, knock it out.
Is the boss.
It's Monday. It's Monday. Go ahead.
Monday morning.
That's what happens when you the boss. You got, you the boss, son. You the boss. So I did find out this weekend. I was kind of impressed. So I missed a phone call from one of my twins, Akela, and I was like, I wonder what Akela would, because I called Akela back, and Akela tells me, Dad, I went to a job fair. First of all, I said, what? I said, you went to a job fair? I said, she was like, yeah, Mom, I got Mom to take me to a job fair. I said, because she said she wanted a job, but there's one thing to say you want a job, then it's nothing to go out and do the legwork, because you really don't need no money. I said, Akela, you really don't need no money. I mean, I want you to get your own money, but you really don't do it because. And she said, no, Dad. So I went to a job fair. So she got a potential job in the summertime at this fancy ass daycare.
Okay.
That has, and in this area, anybody knows what Medford, New Jersey is. Medford, New Jersey is like the bougiest spot that you could possibly be living in, and around here, they're bougier spots, but it's up there. And she's like, they got horseback riding.
Nice.
They got what's a whole bunch of activities that
Got
a
the
normal
quads, they
daycare.
got the little bikes, they got all that fun stuff.
They,
Probably.
they, they got activities. They got sports. This daycare has sports teams. They got sports teams in this daycare that the employees could actually even be a part of. So I'm like, cool. I said, so all right, so just tell me, like when we come, we'll figure out the transportation. She said, I don't need no transportation. And I said, why? Is your mom taking you? Is your grandma taking you? She's like, no, this job provides transportation. They actually come and get you,
right.
and they get the employees, especially the employees my age. And it's almost like when you're going to school, you meet at a certain spot, and that's where all the employees meet, and they send transportation. And I said, well, you know what, girl? Round of applause for you for figuring that out, because Daddy was acting like he was going to be able to take you to work every day. But I don't know.
That's nice.
The way my schedule is set up sometimes, I don't know if I'm gonna be in town. So then I found out that Autumn also was at the same job fair. So the twins both went to a job. I was just proud that they actually went to a job fair. And then this is the thing that kicked me off with Akela and Autumn, is that they both, before they actually they inquired about all the jobs, then they went back and they researched if these are the jobs that they want. So that's how they found out the details about these jobs. I was like, you ain't get that from me. I wasn't researching that when I was a kid.
I like that. I love a good kid getting a job.
Yeah.
I ain't researching shit now. Like, I wasn't like that. I love the whole research and all this others. I said, okay. I said, well, beautiful. So that was a good thing on the weekend to find out that they had done that. I caught up on our shows. Me and Shawnee had just started a conversation about this show called You on Netflix, and we were critiquing that. And I caught up on show. I watched this movie. Has anybody heard of the movie Chris Rock is starring in called Spiral?
No.
Yeah, it's older. They came out a couple years back.
I watched the movie. This is a really, like, if you want excitement, like, he's a detective. And it's always hard for me to look at Chris Rock as a serious actor. I'm not saying he's going to win an Oscar, but it was good and he was believable as the detective. And Samuel L. Jackson plays his father in the movie. But the twists and turns, I'm telling you, if I'm late, I'm late. But if you haven't watched this show Spiral, just understand it's a movie. Just understand it's going to end in a way that you never thought it was going to end. That's all I'm telling you. It's not going to end the way you think it's supposed to end. And when it did end, I was stuck for a second. And I was like, yo, I can't believe like this ended like that. So shout out to Spiral. I really enjoyed that. And
shout out to people on Facebook. I see you, John Darjean. What up, Brian Stafford?
Yeah, so John, that's the guy that I had the conversation with, Mike, that sent us the YouTube link about Deion Sanders.
Oh, what up, John?
Good morning, Bella. Shauna.
Have him on the show one day to talk about that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a very interesting show. We are anticipating having you on the show, sir. And doesn't get slapped at the end of the movie. He does not get slapped. See, this is why. This is why we can't see. This is why we can't get over nothing. This is why we can't get over, because everybody gotta be funny. Let the man get over the smack. He does not get. Oh, it's so fun to be an ass. That is hilarious. So yeah, that I watched that. Then I started watching something, right? And I didn't tell Shawnee I started watching it because I didn't think she was gonna be interested in it. But then come to find out, she brought it up. There's a documentary on Pornhub, right? Now, wow. I was watching this documentary because I'm really interested in how these giants, how something gets.
It's not about that part.
No, but
on Pornhub, it's got to be about porn. What are you talking about?
It's about porn, but it's
about, but it's not. It's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm interested in the behind the scenes because I've always said this. I've always said this on stage. Pornhub is the most visited website in the world, but yet when I do sex jokes in certain comedy shows, people got the nerve to look at me crazy and be offended. And yet I'm sitting there, and these are some old numbers for Pornhub. And all right, the hilarious part is that the actual documentary is called Money Shot, which is hilarious.
But it ain't all about sex. Get out of here.
It's called Money
It's
Shot.
not. It's about the business of it all.
But just listen to these 2019 numbers. They gave more up-to-date numbers. But in 2019, 42 billion people uploaded Pornhub. 42 billion people.
2 billion.
And they had 1.36 million hours of watching. Now, y'all can't get mad at me when when more people are going to Pornhub than they do Amazon. But if I do an Amazon joke, y'all can all relate. But if I do a sex joke about Pornhub or whatever, y'all gonna tell me, y'all gonna look at me crazy, and y'all can't relate to this. But it's just interesting on how was that is a lot. 40. I'm just telling you, dog. Those are the staggering numbers that this thing does. Like man, Netflix ain't got nothing.
Because people don't like to talk about their sex life or admit that they're into porn. They don't like to admit that they watch that stuff or they need to watch that stuff. And yeah, so that's like
and then if they do, they try and say they watch it for the storyline. And you don't watch it for the storyline.
For the storyline.
But I ain't never went to. I've never went to the Pornhub. I ain't never went and watched Pornhub. I never downloaded that. But when I saw the thing up there about, because it's under documentaries. Yeah, I wanted to watch the documentary. So
is it black? Was it a black people, or was it all about the white industry?
No, it's one black person in it.
She's a worker,
but it's more about how it came about, the ownership, how the ownership changed, the lawsuits they got with videos that were up there, kids being raped or women being raped. You know, it's more about that than anything. They do show like one sex worker. Well, they showed a couple sex workers, but one, the big girl, she did her little thing that she does on video.
Yeah, why y'all coming for Terry Crews this morning? Terry Crews probably makes.
Yeah, what Terry Crews is?
I didn't know Terry Crews was infamous for the Pornhub. I had no idea. But I thought that was interesting. I have to finish that one because after watching you, I had spent too much.
You always got to finish.
Yeah, I'll finish watching that one alone. I'll finish
that one. Lord Jesus!
If you ain't got the payoff, why?
But the funny thing is, the documentary about Pornhub shows no explicit videos or no explicit pictures. Everything is blurred. Everything is blurred out for the documentary, which is ironic that even the documentary of Pornhub had to be censored. Like just.
Well, they can't show that on. They can't.
Why can't they?
Because this ain't no porn. Netflix is not a porn site.
No, Netflix is not a porn site, but
they can't show all that on there. I mean, they are showing a lot in some of these sex scenes in some of these shows, but they can't.
If you're doing a documentary on Pornhub, they could have put, I mean, they were smart not to, but they could have put a disclaimer to begin with, like, duh, we're about to do a documentary on Pornhub.
Well, they do, but the big girl do her thing.
Yeah, that's when I slowed down. I said, I'll finish this tomorrow. Once I saw a big girl talking about, yeah, I'm a worker. I saw a worker. I was like, whoa. Get back to the business part of scenes. But all right, so let's get to this. Was there anything else about
the Chloe Bailey and the whatever his name is, Idris, everybody's going
Snowfall
over Swarm. No, the new show Swarm that came out.
Yeah, and that was one that Shawnee, if I remember correctly, was disappointed in and didn't finish.
I was disappointed. I got to like the third episode, but I can't understand it. And everybody was going crazy over the sex scene that Chloe Bailey and the Snowfall boy had. And I don't get it. I don't understand why they going so crazy over it. Because I mean, it wasn't. I don't know. I guess the shocking part is the other girl was standing there watching, but it's something wrong with that show all the way around because it's really about Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's really about the Beehive, and
that's why it's called Swarm. That's hilarious.
Swarm. But I couldn't take it no more. because it's one of those crazy movies, but to me, the storyline is all over the place. I hate that because Donald Glover is the director. What's his other name?
Oh, what's his name?
Gambino.
Gambino,
Childish
Childish,
Gambino. Yeah. So.
Oh, when you said Donald Glover, I wasn't thinking of that Donald Glover.
Yeah, that's him.
I wasn't even thinking of that Donald Glover. I was thinking of the original Donald Glover. I was thinking of Lethal.
Just epic.
I was thinking of Lethal Weapon Donald Glover. Oh.
No, not Danny Glover.
Danny Glover. I thought it was
Glover.
Sequisa's in the building. Shout to Sequisa.
We need to have
going on?
Medical questions.
You got some medical questions?
Yeah.
I don't know where I want to start. I don't know if I want to start with a good old-fashioned debate.
I love debating.
But I don't think I can even debate this because I thought about it and I didn't think it was that big a deal because Jay Black sent over what you sent over. You sent over a whole thing. It was my father-in-law asked, "Is no one going to serve me my plate?" And my husband looks at him and confused and says, "No, we don't do that here." So I don't know what do y'all want to fight over? Like I don't know what the big deal is if somebody did serve the father-in-law his plate. I don't understand why everybody has this because Jay Black under it. You know, Jay Black want to fight. I ain't even respond because I know when Jay Black want to fight. Because under it, he says, "Man, I'm just rolling." No. He said, "Man, I'm team husband, not going down." It's your father-in-law. Like, why can't your father-in-law get a plate served? Now, if he doesn't get a plate served, then that's fine. But I don't get what the problem is. If a father-in-law, if I had a father-in-law and he was sitting there, I would probably ask, or somebody would ask him, "Do you want us to fix you a plate?" Like what? I don't get what you were so team. What was your problem with it?
Oh, you got it. Oshani got it. It said my father. I don't know. I just feel I'm weird when it comes to certain things, maybe, but I don't know about my wife serving another man. Like
it's her father-in-law.
In-law.
Yeah, it's her father-in-law.
If they at your house, if you are hosting,
why is my wife serving another man? But go ahead.
You are hosting people at your house. That's kind of what you do. You make their plate now. That's pretty standard, Jay.
Why can't the mother-in-law or the like?
I might not want them. I might not want them in my kitchen.
Call me crazy. Call me what you want. My wife should not be serving another man.
But my problem.
I don't care.
My problem is the father-in-law is older than everybody.
How old?
It's
like
older. I don't know. I don't be trusting no men. I don't trust no man. I just don't. I don't.
What if the person, the father-in-law,
kid or me?
What the father-in-law is my father? Like, let's just hypothetically, if me and Shawnee throw something, and my dad is sitting there, he's her, and let's say technically he's her father-in-law. Why would I have a problem with her asking him, "Would you like me to serve you a plate?"
Rich said he never did. Don't never come to my house.
Nobody goes to Jay Black's house. You can't even use the bathroom in Jay Black's house, dog.
You can't even go to Jay Black's house. You can't even go, Richard.
Under construction.
Yeah. Last time Jay took me to his house, he blindfolded. Like
wait here.
Yeah, you can't even go to Jay's house.
I just feel some type of way about my wife serving a man. Like, I don't care. Father-in-law,
but if it's in your house,
whoever, like, no, they
like
can
my mom's the type to go around asking people, "Would you like something to eat? Would you like something to eat?" Like,
to wait to eat.
And nobody is more possessive than my father. Like, nobody. Jay ain't got nothing on my father. He's father-in-law is your father. You have a problem with her fixing a plate for your dad? Like, that's what I just said. That's what I just said.
Yeah. All
Like,
right.
if it's my father-in-law, that means it's your. I've been Lady Q comment. What I woke up inspired.
Oh yeah, I got on my book.
Maybe is it an old school mindset, but I don't feel right. I don't want it.
But if you got an old school mindset, then you know the woman of the house is gonna make everybody's plate.
Not no man.
The woman of the house, if she's hosting, is gonna make everybody's plate. She's gonna ask, "What is it that you want?" and she's gonna put it on the plate.
Y'all not gonna make me think I'm weird. That's what I'm just.
Because I'm not. Because I don't want you.
That you weird.
I don't want you to think you're weird. I want you to know you're weird. Like, I want you to know you're weird. I want you to know you're weird.
I'm just not comfortable with certain things, and that's just
like if you were over my house, and Shawnee said, "Jay, would you like a plate?" Do you really think I'd get upset over that?
You may not.
And you ain't even my father-in-law.
You may not verbally say something, but mentally, yes, you are thinking something. You are like, why is she like? You are in the back of your mind.
I'm not. Like if I'm
use
jealous
a different example because he's been over here and seen me take care of people and serve everybody. So use that.
I don't. Can they serve like a brother or sister? I mean, our brother is. I guess you're cool with a sister. That's okay.
Yeah, females and kids.
But a brother, like she can't offer a brother.
How old is it? A little like young?
Oh my God!
It's your brother. Your brother.
My brother can get his own damn plate. I'm being honest, Mike. I don't want my wife serving no man. I just don't.
What if I'm not allowed? What if I don't allow people in my kitchen? I don't allow people just to be on the stove in my kitchen.
Well, you wouldn't. They would usually you set it up to where so you got it on the table. Like you don't have this like coming right out of the pot from the stove. Like generally, if you having people over, you usually got a spread set up somewhere.
Not necessarily.
Yes, I'm not no weirdo, Stacey.
You already know what it is. Stacey, you know what it is.
That's why I'm a bit
look. I had to admit,
I can't even share my thoughts without people thinking I'm weird. Sometimes that's weird to me. You should be able to speak your true thoughts. You have transparency. I want y'all to know you. No, so, all right, you know what?
be like your legs broke. Get your own damn plate. But damn it,
just what I be like.
You know what? It's just hospitality. It's just being nice. That's
it.
all it is.
And then next is gonna be, can you make me a drink? What?
Well, how about this? When people walk in, you're gonna offer people if they want drinks. Would you like something to drink? Would you want a drink? It's the reason why you're hosting the event.
Yeah.
I know I can make Lady Q uncomfortable at times. I know I can, and I know she can be confused at times, not wanting to offend me. But yeah, I get it. But at the same time, I have my own thought process that needs to be respected.
And Jeanette, I understand that after all that cooking, I'm not making any plate. I get that too. Like I understand that whole thing. If you done slaved over a kitchen and you done made this grand feast for everybody, I can understand that. Lady Q, you stay in my prayers.
Not that you stay in.
I got two things. Lady Q, you staying in our prayers and do not move that television. That's all I'm telling you. Don't touch that flat screen.
What's up?
Because
Richard, what are we doing, homie? All right, go ahead.
We're not talking about like maybe we should have done a better scenario. Maybe there should have been a get together where kids was there and two parents were co-parenting, but they were no longer together. Like maybe I would have a problem. You try and make your ex a plate. Like I have a problem with that. Like yeah, I'm like yeah. I wish you would.
So
I wish you would.
So you're somewhere. And you're okay, and her ex would be there. You would be in the same.
It's the kid's birthday. They're co-parenting, and it's their kid's birthday, and we happen to have a birthday party all together.
And now she gonna go cut him a slice of cake and get him.
No. Party's over. Like our party's over.
Wait a minute, but if I'm the one cutting the cake, I'm cutting the cake, so everybody is gonna get a cake.
Hand me the piece. I will hand the piece over. Hand me the pieces, and I will hand the pieces to everybody. I will hand the pieces to everybody. If his plate is fixed better than mine, there's going to be smoke in the Jesus. Here we go. Here we go. Oh man.
Let's talk about it. Like, be real. Like if people got to be really real with yourselves, to be honest. You will feel some type of way deep down with certain aspects of other men, and it's just weird to me. So yes, call me weird, call me whatever, but I'm not going for it.
If you don't want it to be weird, then my thing is then help your woman in the process of taking care of everybody. Since y'all throwing it together, say all right, just start grabbing plates and be like, I got it. I got this for this person. You take it to her. You take it to her. And I'll take it to him. I'll take it to him. So if she can't fix a plate, will you get up and do it? Well, he wants his plate fixed.
Oh, mine, but that's part of the relationship. You expect your spouse or your partner to fix your plate. Duh.
No, would you make it for your father? Would you make your father's plate? Is what she's asking.
No, not no grown man. Unless it's something like sickly.
That's your father. It's your. We're talking about your father. We're not talking about any other man. It said the father.
I'm not making my father no plate.
Why would you make?
Why wouldn't you make your dad a plate? It's your dad. It's your father.
Yo, I need different sound effects. We gotta add more sound effects because this is to the point. I just can't keep dropping it.
Just keep going. I have certain views. I just have certain views.
For your dad?
How old is he?
Your dad.
It's your dad.
We don't know.
We don't know how old your dad is. You know how old he is.
Outside, being honest, outside of your kids, I really don't.
He created you. He made your plate.
You got your kids and you got like Mother's Day and birthdays. Like it's like usually
would you
the
make
man.
Your mom's plate?
Now, mom's is different. I will say that. Moms is different. They on and I know it's not right, but moms are definitely on a different,
Okay, so when you get treated like a stepchild from here on out, because moms are different, and you're saying this here, we got you on video. Then you shouldn't complain about Father's Day if it don't go like how you want it.
See, but I'm not into all that at the same time. I think a man's role is to do a certain like a man is a man.
Put that other comment, about the ex. Her ex better bring her ex is probably gonna have to eat his food with his hands. I ain't gonna lie. We might not get no silver.
I missed it. You said
we've been in that situation before, but for the party, like I remember we had Carly's party, and of course everybody came. But I think we had pizza or something, or even not this last party she had. Everybody, it was, you know what? I had other people in the kitchen making the plates. I didn't make the plates.
You got it. Exactly.
I wouldn't want to.
He can do his own plate, yeah.
No, that whole like I did invite my ex to the early birthday parties, and then I realized we might as well just have separate birthday parties, unless a big one happens, which is like
drama free,
a sweet 16, like a sweet 16. Everybody got invited to, but wow, we still love you.
I don't think separate birthday party. That's too much to have. To me, that's too much to have separate parties, but. I'm at the point now where I'm just gonna have a party, and I ain't gonna tell nobody that I'm having a party.
Well, then, what was that last comment? Because Jay Black is just gonna let his dad starve. His wife can't fix, and he won't do it. I don't know, Sequisa. I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe Jay would really do all that. I don't think he would. I don't know.
I just don't want my wife serving another man. I just don't like it.
He's serving. Maybe the word serve is what's bothering you. So like the word serve, like it's just a term for giving everybody what the food that was cooked.
Hey, our girl checking in.
Nikki White Chocolate.
Nikki is here. I've been watching your videos on your new page. She has another Instagram page, and if you want to help her, they're selling shirts. The shirts are $40, so it's a $40 donation. They have about 10 different styles that you can choose from. But with that $40, I'm going to ask that you either just send her $40 straight or put something on top of that 40 because these hospital bills ain't no joke.
For those who don't know, Nikki was in a really bad car accident, and she's recovering and learning how to actually serve and feed herself and getting her. She has a spinal injury, so she's in the hospital and
got a toe
rooting for you. Got her toe. I saw her trying to dance a little bit. Like,
yeah.
She was trying to move. I was like, "Go, Nick. Go, Nick."
Nikki. Every last one of them, you are in our prayers, and don't worry about typing. Just curse. Just type a curse. That's all. Just be you. Just type a curse word. Just buff up. That's all. We know what you're saying. We got it. This man and his expectations. Lady Q with a Q comment brought to you by Woke Up Inspired. This man and his expectations yet don't want to follow what I expect. God, here we go, boy. That somebody busting through that door any minute now. Nikki, like back to Nikki. Everybody who's been a day one, please do what Shawnee just said, and let's help out our sister who's been rocking out with us and is one of the most hilarious viewers that we have on the show. And we miss you, and we're so happy that you were here right now. Yes, we love you, Nikki White Chocolate.
We need you the last couple of days. Your comments would have been great.
Yeah. So what do you, so Afro Queen says, so what do you expect when you are a dad in the situation?
I expect I should be able to get my own plate or my daughter. Like, it's just certain energy and certain, it's just weird. I don't know. It's hard to explain. A man is a man, a woman's a woman. You look out for, like, you don't be certain dealing with other men, and it's just no.
All right. Well, speaking of dealing with other men, basketball player Andrew Wiggins.
What at the top of the hour?
What'd you say?
Oh, it passed the top of the hour.
Oh, it's the top of the hour. Wow, it went by fast. 6 minutes after the top of the hour. It's 8:06 here on the East Coast. It is 7:06 there, Central Standard Time in Dallas, Fort Worth, and all that good stuff. And it's really, really early on the West Coast. So we are not doing the math. Jay ain't getting enough sleep.
She's not getting abused. She's not in a rough relationship. We good. I just have different views. It is up to her.
She's not getting abused. Who said?
They y'all talking about y'all praying for her.
Like not getting abused is like a point. You know, I ain't even abusing her, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like, no, there's nothing wrong. I just don't like certain things when it comes to men. I don't know. I just no, and that's it.
So speaking of serving other men, Andrew Wiggins of the Golden State Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Who has been out for family issues, which has been weird for a while because he hasn't played most of the season. And they kept saying he's having, personal family issues. And at the first time they said it, I was like, oh, all right, so he's probably going to take 3 days off. First thing I thought was that somebody may have, Sequisha said, it's a plate, Jay Black, not a lap dance.
Don't keep going. I'm getting caught up with the comments.
But, so when they said he was taken off for family personal reasons, normally you think that somebody may have passed away in his family. So, it's not a big deal. Then it went on and it kept on, then it kept on, and then it kept on. And then a story leaked out that his wife had cheated on him. And you go like, okay, that can be tough that your wife cheats on you. That anybody getting cheated on, wife, husband gets cheated on. But then an ugly rumor that says he emerged about best friend. She cheated with his best friend. Then he finds out, allegedly, that one of the kids is not his kid, but is his best friend's kid. And that's why I understood. I see why he couldn't play no basketball. I said, my God, that is a whole hell of a lot for a person to deal with. If these are true, that's a whole hell of a lot to do. To knock off the best friend is gonna make me take personal days too. When somebody knocks off your best friend. But to find out that not only was that going on, but while you were pregnant, you knew there was a chance that it was his baby. And you ain't even have the decency to just woman up.
See, that's another man. She's probably trying to serve his plate.
That's why I did the segue. That's why I did
around with his friend thinking it's cool, serving plates for another man.
Dad. That's
in general is another man. Keep going though, Mike. That's foul.
But and then this seems when you find something out like that, like some people were like,
cute girl, though.
I saw people discuss that man. She ugly as fuck.
The top picture, you don't see her make this shit?
I know. Your actions can make the prettiest person ugly as hell to me. If this is true. If this is all true. If it is, I don't care how fine you are. To be able to do that to a person that you are living with, that you are married to, that you are raising kids with, to do that type of, and I don't care if it's a male or female. that I just don't understand. Can anyone confirm that Wiggins isn't in jail? I'm not sure.
He could have. You're right. And that's why, because his teammates even saying, no, what he's dealing with is real life, yo. Like his teammates confirmed without confirming.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
The little baby must be the one that's not his, because that baby he holding look just like him.
Yeah, I think it's the oldest one. Like if I zoom in, if you look at the youngest one, that could be his.
But that one ain't his.
I think the bigger one. I think the bigger one is the one that I would question.
No idea. All I know is man. That is the bullshit of
Mari
all.
Retired.
Who retired?
Mari. Now, Random Rick said, "Call Mari." Mari retired.
No, obviously they don't need to call. They don't need to call nobody, because obviously this is from the alleged confirmation that this is confirmed, and that man had to sit out. Now, there was one thought process where somebody had mentioned something, and I'm not saying, I'm just putting this out there, y'all. This is horrible what happened. This is horrible what happened. And this can take somebody, this can put somebody in jail for real. Like somebody could go to jail. People have gone to jail for lesser things than something like this happening to them. And one person, because you know how people on social media are just reckless records. They were like, well, how long does he get to take off because his wife cheated on him? They were like, and they brought up his contract. And
how
they brought up
to take off because she cheated on him?
Yeah,
for his mental health. Like how long?
They're like, how long does he get? Because people were like, a lot of people believe the reason why the Golden State Warriors have struggled this year is because he's not on the court. And they were like, with all the money getting paid, like we get like a week or two. But you got to go to work.
That's kind of devastating. You find out a kid that you thought was yours ain't yours. I mean,
I think it's devastating. Listen, I agree with you.
I don't know.
All I know is that if somebody I love dies, I don't get 3 months to grieve and not go to work. I don't get that.
It depends on who it is. I mean, you might have to take that depending on how you.
But I'm saying, technically speaking, your job is only going to give you so much time to be off. Now,
you can do FMLA and get the rest of it.
No, you need a leave of absence. I mean, you found out your wife that you've been rocking with since college got potentially, well, I ain't gonna say allegedly cheated on you, and now this baby that you've been raising your whole life is your homies and not sure. Like that's a lot. Your mental health is not right. You're not right for yourself. You're not right for playing ball. You're not right for your family.
Let me give you another alleged story. Let me give you another alleged story. This happened to Tim Duncan years ago with the San Antonio Spurs, where he found out his wife was getting smashed out, I think, by a trainer for some gym. And he found this out during the season. Now, I'm not comparing. I agree with y'all. And Tim Duncan found this out. Tim Duncan continued playing and won the championship. Some people handle things differently.
Yeah,
some people need to get on the basketball court.
Cut from a different cloth. These younger people not cut from a cloth where they know how to take a licking and keep on ticking. That's the easiest way. And that's male and female. I'm not just talking about the men.
You saying people soft nowadays, Shani?
Yes.
Well, damn.
They don't know how to deal with nothing.
Either they're soft or we were ignorant for not allowing people to heal. Now I don't know which one it is. I'm just putting either.
I think you should heal. I think everybody definitely needs to heal, but when it comes to having to move on and do so, and with him, I'm that's a lot. That's a whole lot to. It wasn't that she just was out cheating on him. That's one thing, but he believed his baby was his, and he found out it's not, and it's his best friend. That's just insult to injury. So that's a lot. That's a lot.
So I don't think he's even back in I don't think he's played yet. Wiggins don't need to be on the court. Imagine the trash talk.
Oh my God, the trash talk from the other players.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. If a player trash talk. If a player trash talks him about that, your entire team should fight.
No, ain't
like
no
if that's my team, if that's my teammate, and somebody says that to him, and we're on a basketball court, we all fight because all y'all done got cheated on.
When they gunk on him, what are you gonna say when they gunk on him? Like smashing it like your homie did. Like what?
Yeah, but if they said that, I don't think
it's gonna be all type of talk.
See, I don't think people would respect the respect.
He would probably tear that court up. Like the game would be over. We thought Malice in the Palace was something. If somebody said something to him on the court, I am pretty sure he would clear that whole arena out.
Well, they are not necessarily soft. They are more comfortable showing emotions and admitting that they are not okay. And I get it.
And I agree with that part. But then we got to keep moving forward.
So that was just one of the aspects of what I saw people talking, because people are ruthless. People are
Curry ain't fighting nobody.
Steph Curry's not supposed to fight nobody. Them cats on the bench that don't play are supposed to fight everybody. Draymond's gonna fight everybody. Steph ain't supposed to fight nobody. We don't need the guy who shoots the ball like he does and dribbles like he not there to fight. You got people on that on the team. Everybody knows the people on the team that are there just in case something really pops off. Who are the people who are going to go up there and get it popping? It's a little more than that. Everything is a problem. They saw, here we go. This is where y'all go. This is where y'all, I have never seen, they saw. I have never seen words be so damaging. I get it, but that's a whole other thing.
It is, but not just the kids, the young adults too. They just everything is just so.
And I'm not trying to put this up for debate. I'm just saying, if you look at both sides of the story, maybe we were so damn ruthless and how our society was when we were coming up that we don't understand people showing some type of fire marshal bill. Let me tell you.
I think you should express yourself. You should express yourself and say, this is how I feel. This is how this made me feel. I don't like this. You crossing a boundary. I agree with that, but then it's like people just break
it's
down.
It's a game of trash talk, Shawnee. I have to get into your head. I have to mentally have you off your game, and it's going to mess up your team chemistry. That's my job if I'm the opposing
But you know what's going to happen?
When they go through basketball training, when these kids are in basketball camp and stuff, that's what they're taught. Like, look, when you playing this game, before they ever deal with somebody cheating on them. So this is gonna happen in this game. People are gonna do this, but it just becomes so. I don't know. You know that the person is doing it just to get up under your skin, but you just let it take you to a whole nother place. Really I'm not talking about with him, because with him, I think he does need to sit down. You do have to take a break when you're going through something, but how long is the break?
That's what the fans are saying. They need him back.
Yeah, they need him back. Now, in my case, I probably my money guaranteed. I'm taking the year off. Y'all ain't seeing me till next year.
We should take the rest of the season off.
But you're going to hear it next year. You're never going to let it escape.
You're going to hear it next year, but
you're never going to escape this.
By then, I'm gonna, by then I need time to be able to get ready for what my response is going to be to this and have my game right. Because even when somebody talks trash to you, his game ain't right now. So he can't even go at their neck the way he wants to go at their neck. Because he don't want to be there.
That oldest kid ain't his, Mike. I'm trying to tell you.
I know, dog. I'm not getting into the kid.
Look at his face. The young one. The young one, I think the newest kid is his. I think the younger one is his. The older one from the college days that's standing next to on the left, that's the one that's suspect.
I'm not getting into which kid is his.
Look at their faces.
I'm not playing this game with y'all.
One look just like his face. You can see it.
I'm not doing that. I'm not
doing that other one. I'm just saying. That's crazy.
I'm not doing it.
And her followers are just shooting up. I saw her page IG. It was like 20,000. Now she's up to like 30. Like she just shooting up. People following her.
I bet they are.
But she took all of his pictures down. Tell me you're not guilty without saying you're not guilty. Why is she taking it? Because she's guilty. She took all the pictures. Yes, all of his pictures of him on her page has been removed. Tell me she ain't guilty. Well, I know we still say allegedly,
Yeah, allegedly. It's just all alleged.
It's
It's just allegedly with Michael Shawn, Jay Black, and Shawnee Scott. Allegedly.
Come on.
This is all alleged.
Come on.
But yeah, I would. So they were people complaining on how long he's going to take off. But you know, he needs to take off until the topic is no longer a trigger for him. Unresolved triggers can be deadly. No, absolutely, Sequisa, absolutely. It's just when you make in America, when you make as much money as he makes, people feel that you don't deserve to get the same amount of time because you're like, dog, you're good. Because everybody believes as long as you're rich, you're good.
They are real bright. Rich said them kids too bright to be his.
Y'all are gonna stop talking about these kids. Leave these kids out of this.
But she's fair skinned, so that's possible for them kids to look like that. She's fair skinned.
Damn, that's just I couldn't imagine.
I feel bad. My heart goes out to him.
I feel bad for him because that's
these chicks ain't right. These hoes ain't loyal. Chris Brown told us that.
and the dudes ain't evil. Okay.
There you go. But we not talking about that. We talking about this story though. We want to talk about no dudes. Here you go. Always
wrong. She's definitely wrong. And
just leave it there. She's wrong. Allegedly, if this is all true, she's dead wrong.
Why ain't nobody saying
wrong? She's dead wrong.
But why ain't nobody sending prayers out the way we sending prayers out? Why ain't nobody sending prayers out to Cookie when Magic got this diagnosed? It was all about Magic. No, it was all about Magic. Everything was about, oh my God, people were crying at Magic. It was like, dog, what about Cookie?
And how Rick gonna victim blame? Talking about how we know he wasn't a scumbag. But
even so if he was a scumbag, you don't go have a baby with somebody else. You don't get that.
How much of a scumbag? How much?
So this is a payback.
Does he have a baby on her? Now, if he got a baby on her, okay. But I don't believe in that taking that. But you're gonna be that reckless to where you ain't used no protection while you out there doing what you doing. That's the part I don't understand. Like, did you want the relationship? Do you even want to be in the relationship?
And this might sound crazy to y'all, but I'm really more pissed at his boy being his best friend and doing it.
Yeah.
That G code right there. This is where you dudes just don't get it. This is why me and Jay Black have been trained to keep dudes away from your girl. This is why we've been trained. Because of you lame dudes like this that do stuff like that. This is why we don't enter the other man's significant other's house.
Well, when you're young, sometimes you make mistakes. No, I'm saying go.
But he ain't that young no more. He's in his
No. They was college age when the relationship started. Right. So they were old enough. They knew right from wrong. It wasn't like they were 13 and 14 just experiencing life. How old is Wig? Let's see.
Wiggins has got to be right now. Wiggins has got to be at least 27.
Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, well, they still young, but I mean, she know better than to do that.
28.
Yeah, they old enough. They're young, but they're old enough. Her and the best friend are old enough to know they ain't had no business doing what they did.
And this is why, as much as I joke about Jay Black, this is why you don't let nobody give your girl a ride. Your girl don't need no ride. Get in your car. You don't need no ride. You don't need no ride to the game. You gonna be late. Okay, we gonna be late.
We gonna be late.
We gonna be late.
We gonna be late.
That's why ain't no man supposed to be in your house talking.
Yo, your homie can pick you up. No, he can't.
He in the living room.
Why would you even suggest that he pick you up?
Why would you
even suggest that? That'll be where my brain is at.
I walk into my house. He got my remote control. Talking about, yo, I was just waiting on you. No. Waiting on me.
Your friend don't. Well, my rule is if your friend comes to the house and you're not there, they can't come in.
Exactly. And this is why the mentality. This is why you had that, because of people like this is what screwed everything up. It's the reason why I've never been to Jay Black's house. It's because of people like this.
All these 20 plus years? Wait, 99. What's this? 24 years?
I ain't gonna. I'm Rich. I'm not even gonna read your comment. I'm just gonna let it sit.
That's why I left it there.
I'll just let everybody else read it. I don't even want my vocals attached to what you just said.
But there are people out there like that. And
No,
they say, well, why is she throwing it back at me? You know, so like it's people that justify it. Like, what could be a legitimate reason to be smashing your homie's lady?
And let's do it both ways. Why you letting your girl, your homegirl sleep over? Why is she sleeping over the house, just walking around? There's a hotel around the corner. Like, what are we doing here?
But no, I trust them.
No, don't trust anybody.
No, well, you're insecure if you don't trust the person.
And when they see two people that are happy, and that chick walking around the house like, this could be me, man. Listen, this is why, because of people like this is why we can't have innocent situations, because everybody got that thing in the back of their head like, nah. All three of us just agreed. If the other person isn't home, if you're not home, your homie or your girl should wait till you get there.
But there's a lot of people that would disagree to say.
A lot of people will disagree.
Let them in. What's the problem?
No, you don't do that.
If you trust this, if you trust, you shouldn't be worried about that.
If I'm not there and my man is there, well, my friends know you better not go in the house.
You come in the house. You come in the house.
Having something and it's girl, it's a couple thing or whatever, or my girl there. If I pick up my purse to go anywhere, you better be picking your purse up too to walk out the door with me.
See, we all crazy. See, we all been tapped by the evils of people.
And I've done it before with somebody. She wasn't even my friend. She came over to the house. It was another couple that came over, and I had to go to the store to get something. And I was like, baby, you better get your purse. You're not staying here.
Monica said it's all about how you read.
You want to stay here with that? No, you not.
Shiny, that's rude. I'm supposed to be your friend, and I can't even stay until you come here.
Well, she wasn't my friend. I ain't know the woman, and so she really wasn't about to stay in my house, and I wasn't there.
Yeah, we going to the store.
She insecure. Mike said, we going to the store.
We going to the store. We going to. We got to pick up a few things. I don't need nothing. No, we all need something. We need you to get out my house until I get back.
Right.
But that's a horrible man. Listen, man, and it happens. And the scary thing, it happens
right now
all the time.
Somebody right now trusting their friend or a family member with their partner, and they getting smashed right now. They getting
smashed by your best friend. Somewhere in America right now, all over America.
That's right.
Everybody
going to my pocketbook. You better pick up yours. You better come on.
Y'all all sound so insecure and immature, and people saying it too right now about all three of us.
Yep.
But I do that too if I'm at somebody's house. If they say, if I'm at a female's house and she say, well, I'm running to the store or I'm going out in the garage, then I'm going to go out in the garage and go in the store too. Go to the store too. I'm not sitting there because it could go the opposite way where now did nothing happen and you being accused of something.
Exactly.
So, why don't you trust your husband's friend? She's a female. Why can't she stay there while you run to the supermarket to go grab some supplies?
Saving your life. Yeah, I just think that's proper.
Trust your partner. You're supposed to trust your mate and your partner.
J Black don't sound too crazy anymore. He was a weirdo earlier in the show. He was a weirdo. Now all of a sudden he seemed a little rational. All of a sudden, people starting to relate. Now all the comments are saying we go to the store. Here's the truth coming out now. Huh?
If J Black got home and me and Mike was sitting there, it would be a problem. We in the house on the couch.
Now nobody getting served plates. Nobody.
Man, I'm flipping up tables at this point. I need to understand. I need to look back at the camera footage to see.
Yeah, we use the bathroom.
Who arrived first? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, we use the bathroom. It's a problem.
Welcome to the church that anybody can get it. Because let me tell y'all something. Welcome to the church. Matter of fact, I don't even know you. Why are you talking about girl dysfunction like this? Why are you having all these conversations? Oh, now he don't got me. What is y'all getting?
Y'all sound possessive. Y'all sound like y'all too possessive. Y'all need to slow down.
Absolutely.
Y'all need to slow down.
Sequenza says, Jay Black, please, you don't want your wife to fix a plate, but you want me to leave a woman alone in my house.
No, I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being sarcastic. No, absolutely not. We're not. No. I totally agree because I know things happen. I've seen things happen.
I've seen things happen. You trifling bastards. I'm gonna give y'all a round of applause. You trifling bastards who've done that to friends and family. Shoot, the worst is when the family does it. Oh man, the soul food. Oh, don't get soul food. When the cousins and everybody's like, we family. No, you gotta prove to me we family. You gotta prove to me
right. When your cousin's dude is trying to holler at you,
And guys, here's a little. I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice. Let's just say you're in a situation where you're over your girl, your wife, fiance's family's house, right?
Okay.
And a cousin, little female cousin, gives you a little flirt. Don't take that as a compliment. Don't let that stroke your ego.
Wait a minute, how old is everybody? What's the scene?
Everybody's 24 and up. Everybody's 24 and up.
Everybody 24 and up.
Everybody's 24 and up. And I'm feeling a vibe of, oh my God, you so funny. I'm like, okay, thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the compliment. You got one more before I'm going directly to my girl and going, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna sound crazy, but I think your cousin is flirting with me.
Wait, you tell your girl that you think that you snitching like that off a potential flirt that you could be overreacting to and starting trouble?
Have learned from experience, you better snitch immediately. Because if you feed into it and you keep going along with it, and all of a sudden, like when that all of a sudden when it's the end of the night, they want a hug, and the hug all of a sudden is a little tighter. It's a little fat. No. Because the family ain't gonna believe you when it all comes out in the wash. The family ain't gonna believe you.
Like snitching on the flirt.
You gotta raise your hand like you in school. You gotta put your hand up like, boo. Boo. Can you come here for a second? Can I talk to you for a second? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe your girl set her up just to see. It could be a setup like that too.
And people shouldn't play like that either.
I would run
backfire.
I wouldn't even whisper it to Shawnee. I would call Shawnee over there in front of everybody. I am blowing the spot up. You better save your own ass, y'all, because ain't nobody gonna believe me. Nobody gonna believe my side of the story. They're gonna be like, my wife's cousin's fine. I'll probably smash. Just deal with it later. Rich, I ain't playing with you no more. I'm not even reading your comments. We're just gonna put them up there. But you got to be honest with yourself. With my whatever perception of me, ain't nobody believing me when I say she tried to holler at me. Like she came for me. Like she asked me.
You're the man, you're automatically guilty.
She asked to exchange numbers. Oh, we should exchange numbers. Oh, you out your mind?
No, I think somebody want to book you for a comedy show. I know somebody.
Okay, well, Shawnee books the shows for me. Like, just go right over there. She's right there.
No, they want to talk to you. They want to ask you some questions.
Yeah, you want to ask some questions? No.
What you want to know? What you want to know?
Yeah, I'm like, listen, she knows all my information. She knows I'm a Pisces. I like long walks on the beach. She knows everything. Why are you even asking me? I don't even like when and aunties and older aunties be doing that nonsense. Older aunties be getting away. Like they actually get away with flirting with you in front of their nieces.
What?
They will get away with it.
You see Don's comment, Mike?
Oh, man.
My wife's family member used to bend over in front of me with a thong on back when we first started dating, and I told with the quick, you gotta tell. Like she just bent over in front of me.
She knew the thong was showing.
Like, what are we doing?
But Don snitched.
And let me tell you something. Let's say you on like one of the big. Let's tell you,
right.
When we read about Rich in the news, then we know what happened. Here's another piece of advice. I'm telling y'all. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. There's a big ass couch and everybody's watching TV and they're watching the fight. And for some reason, this cousin wants to sit right next to you. But your girl's on the other side. But she wants to sit next to you.
And giggling over every little thing you say, huh?
And she talking to your girl like they're talking over you. So now body parts is rubbing on your shoulder because she's gonna make it seem like, man, listen, I've been in this situation, y'all. You better snitch.
Well, that's why you're supposed to be put on the end, and then the woman sits next to you, so can't nobody get next to you. That's
My guy like he ain't never smashed somebody he wasn't supposed to. Stop it.
No, I'm not saying that. I ain't never like a family member or nothing like that. Put the S. Rogers up. The setup is real. Folks will look at you crazy like Stevie Wonder without his glasses on. He's not gonna believe you. And then the problem is, let me tell you where it even escalates even further. When your girl believes you, then the family will turn on her, and they'll start calling her a dumb B, and they'll start saying how stupid she is. So now she done lost a relationship with her family. She still has a relationship, but it's not the same because she knows they're talking behind their back. So now she knows now when we go to a function, everybody's like, oh, she's still with that dude who tried to talk to Trina. No, Trina tried to talk to me.
Well, that's
you gotta know your partner too. Don's right. He knows his wife is cray cray. So you gotta know your partner.
And sometimes
that plays a part.
I don't like to call it cray-cray, but sometimes it's good to have the partner that's aggressive. So you can be like, listen, I don't think you want that smoke, but I'm telling. I hope
Blueface Krishan is your partner.
Yeah, I hope you can fight. I hope you can fight.
She's pregnant.
Not Krishan.
You said somebody cray-cray.
Yeah, but I ain't mean cray-cray. I meant aggressive. Somebody who's aggressive who knows that they ain't gonna worry about the perception of blowing up the spot. Like the party's over, y'all. At least for us. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but the party's all over. Snitch. Telling y'all fellas.
I thought it was gonna be an honest cheating show for a second. Like people was gonna start being honest. Who cheated? What was the scenario? Who did y'all smash? Y'all
what cousin did you get at? And how'd you justify it? Because it wasn't
her uncle you let smash.
Yeah. And uncles are notorious too. Uncles are notorious. Oh, you look nice. That's one of the biggest fights I almost got into. It wasn't at a club. It was at a family reunion when when a cousin hadn't seen the person I was with in a long time. Wow, I ain't seen you in a long time. You done grew up. What? Grew up? I'm stepping in between. How she grow up, son? No, tell me how she grew up. Because when you said she grew up, you looked her up and down. So how exactly did she grow up? Did her breast grow up? Is that what grew up? You gotta be kidding me. You family members are just look. We taking it to the family. You disgusting family. We ain't even talking about Andrew Wiggins' wife no more. You disgusting family members. You uncles be over there trying to flirt with the young girl. That's the best thing. You grew up nice. Oh, they love saying that nonsense.
So they grow up.
Oh boy!
You thought I wasn't. You thought it was gonna stay 5 forever. Like,
how about this? Your wife grew up nice too. How about that? Since you want to play, your wife grew up nice. She looked nice. Your wife looked really nice.
You should get that outfit from.
Where'd you get that outfit from? That is, boy, for a 50-year-old woman, that woman looked nice. She don't look a day over 30. Trifling ass. Cause I don't know why y'all got me kicked up on this. All right. How much time we got?
30 minutes, 20 some odd minutes.
All right. If you want to admit to something, you can say hypothetically speaking. You can even say, this might have happened. If you want to admit to something that happened in your family that you took part in, or somebody tried to holler at you, because the guys have already said, that people have.
It's harder for a guy to turn down a female that's trying to holler at him at work, at school, at life. It is harder. Can we admit that? Can we admit that, Shawnee? When you say
it ain't hard for me to turn nobody down, but that's me. But I think it depends on the woman and where she is, because I've had my cousins dudes try to holler at me. I never had to say nothing to my cousins though, because I'm just a little ignorant like that. And I'll say enough to them to let them know, no, you don't try me. it's gonna be a problem because it ain't my cousin. It's not that female cousin I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go to my boy cousins and my uncles, and it's gonna be a different outcome if I say something. But I think women, if they want to be approached and they're looking for that, it ain't hard. It's not hard for a man to get a woman in a situation.
No, but I think what he's saying is harder for a man to turn down a situation.
I don't think it's harder for women to turn it down, depending on the woman. Just like a man, like it's some men that you just can't walk up to and be like, okay, come on, let's do that. And they easily do it. But I've seen women, I know women that are, I'm trying to find some better adjectives so I don't sound so mean in saying this.
Smart.
No,
fast,
they
friendly.
just, they have self-esteem issues. That's a good way to say it. And so anybody that gives them attention, they're gonna be like, okay.
Well, I'll say this. I'll put this example.
Loose booty.
A woman, loose booty. That just sound like our Pornhub discussion. Goodness gracious, we back to Pornhub. A woman is in a solid, happy relationship, and she is happy. Like she has found her soulmate. And a dude who's in the gym, who works out, tries to holler at her. Now you flipped it. She most likely, because she is happy. Not talking about low self-esteem. She is happy. She is content. She is like, this is the man that I look into his eyes at night before we go to sleep. And I thank God that he is with me. 9 out of 10 times you try to holler at her, I don't care what you got. She's going to be like, you better get out my face.
She's not even entertaining.
She's moving.
Even entertaining it.
And the dude is dope. The dude is buffed out, 6-pack, the whole thing. Whatever you're into, that's what he is. He meets all that lustful list that you got. Now you flip the same thing, and the man is perfectly happy, in love with his wife, and he is all good. He looks at her before they go to sleep at night. He looks at her and goes, thank you, God, for blessing me with this woman that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. He got the kids in the back sleeping. He got healthy kids. And let a bad bitch come up to him. I'm not saying he gonna do it. But it's a lot more difficult, in my opinion, for him to turn down that baddie who's saying, we can just go to the car right now.
So in his mind, he said, I ain't gonna get caught. This is just an in and out, right? This is just on.
No, but see, the trifling thing is stuff like that might run through your mind, but you got to realize, you got to remind yourself, I'm in love, I'm happy. I'm just saying it seems a little more difficult.
It's just sex, though. This ain't no feelings involved. It's just.
So why would you have to remind yourself that? If you gotta stop and think and remind yourself, then maybe you're not as in love as you thought you were.
Well, don't doubt my love if I turn it down. Like I'm saying, he turned it down.
I mean, yeah, he turned it down, but you said
because you need
you have to remind.
Men and women think differently, Shawnee. Their men mindsets are different than women.
You have to remind.
Are we not going to be transparent with that? Would they say that the man mind work differently than the female?
I definitely agree with that, 100%. Okay.
So I think sometimes you got to remind yourself what you have. You got to remind yourself what you know. How many men are out here single who are on the verge of suicide because they were like, I had everything I wanted. And this chick who was making copies at my job,
she had on a tight skirt,
and she didn't even know how to make double-sided copies. She was dumb as a doornail. She didn't know how to make double-sided copies on the copy machine.
Oh God, I fell for it.
And I fell for the trap.
Yeah, that's the part I don't get, because if I'm in love like that, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to stop. If a dude approached me that fits all my little check marks.
Are you still attracted to other men if you're in a relationship? Do you look at other men? You're not. Oh man, I like that. Like, if I was single, does that not happen for females?
I know he doesn't.
I wouldn't say that doesn't happen. But yeah, you asked me about me.
Yeah, like you're in a committed relationship. Do you look at other people, even though you're not going to entertain it? But if I was single, yeah, that'd be the type that I would go like. And he flirting with you, like.
No. When people flirt with me, that ain't what goes through my mind. that's not what goes through my mind. If a dude is flirting with me, what's going through my mind is, okay, what the F you want? Why are you in my face?
You want to spend?
What is it? Don't what do you want? No, I don't need to hear all of that extra stuff. I mean, I'll be polite and be like, hello. Mm-hmm. But in my mind, it's some other stuff going on. My mind works the opposite. It's very hard for me to take a compliment and not think that you have some ulterior motive.
I was just wondering from a female's mind, do they still look like that?
Well, Jay wants to know, do you still look when you're in a relationship?
I mean, I don't go out looking like, oh, I want to go see some guys, but I have eyes. So if a man walk in front of me, I'm going to see the man. But I ain't.
But is it a case where it's like, is it like or is it like I see you, but I don't see you? But or are you looking
more I see you, but I don't see you? Because a lot of times I ain't even really paying attention to what's going on. I'm paying attention to my surroundings, but I'm not paying attention like that.
Red Boy says everybody still looks. That's human nature. Come on now. You ain't got to lie, Craig. I don't know.
Johnny over here lying. That's what she wants us to believe. She see you, but she don't see you.
I'm not lying.
So is this a question? Well, I ain't even gonna get into that.
No, go ahead. Ask the question. It's the church.
No, I'm talking about Jay Black. So Jay Black, do you believe Lady Q never sees any attractive? No. Do you believe that Lady Q? Do you believe?
I wasn't going to Lady
No.
Q.
I want to ask you a simple question. Do you believe that Lady Q doesn't understand that that's an attractive man there?
I don't want to envision or even assume or think that my wife is looking at another man.
We understand that, though. We understand.
No, we understand that. I'm saying to you.
Yeah. But
I would think she's not. She's not looking at another man like that.
She's not looking at another man
like that.
She's not looking at another man. But she does understand that a person is attractive. Like you do understand that everybody understands that there are attractive people in the world.
I got a problem.
I mean, you clown me for saying Michael B. Jordan was a handsome man. Yeah, he just is. He is.
I did clown you for
that. He ain't breaking the neck to look extra.
No, I ain't breaking my neck to look.
When we watch movies. So when we watch movies and we see celebrities that are sex symbols, do we really think that your woman doesn't think the person on the screen is a sex symbol? She's the only one on earth who doesn't believe that this person is. That's like somebody telling me that their husband does not think Beyonce's attractive.
No, we know that the person is attractive. Everybody knows if somebody is attractive, male and female. But I think there's a difference in how it moves people. It just moves different people differently.
Sequisa, as a married woman, I see men that are attractive, but I'm not risking what I have, no matter how attractive they are now. If my husband was a cheater or made me doubt if he was them, the answer would be different. All this from one seat.
I surrendered enough
Mike J. Black has surrendered enough today.
Suffer. I suffered enough today. He said I suffered.
Yeah. I suffered or surrendered. They're both funny. Suffered or surrendered. They are both.
I can't even put myself in that mindset because I can see me starting the argument downstairs.
Because that's there it is right there.
When you are in a happy, stable relationship, you see nice looking people as just that, nice looking, but they are not lusting after them. Very nice. Very nice. I understand that.
But I don't know if I want my wife even looking at people. Oh, he nice looking. Like that's.
But it don't happen like that, Jay Black. Don't nobody go to the mall and sit down and say, "Okay, we gonna watch to see who coming by." Just like that time she was in Walmart and the man said he'd help her or whatever, and you got mad because you didn't want to push the cart.
I left to go out to the car because I wasn't staying in. As soon as I left, he tried to holler.
He gave her a compliment. That's what he did. He said that she was really pretty and kept it pushing.
No, that's trying to holler. And you were in denial that a man saying a woman is pretty is not them flirting and trying to holler. You're really in denial.
How is that? I mean,
that's exactly what he was telling. He was dipping his toe in the water, waiting for her response to see if the door was slightly cracked open.
He dipped the toe.
That's what he was doing.
She was pretty. So if a woman tell you, you look really nice today, Jay Black.
In my mind, I'm thinking, if I could, she's trying to see if we smash him.
He was checking the temperature.
So when we went to Atlantic City and I said, you and Lady Q look nice, I'm trying to smash.
No, here you go, trying to change the narrative.
What do you mean?
You know what I'm saying. You check. He was checking the temperature, and that's the reality.
I ain't gonna leave you out there, Jay Black. I'm not gonna leave you out there. I was with Shorty in her building one time. Who was by the elevator, and some maintenance just walked by. She got all perky. Hey, how are you? I was like, why are we so glowy over this motherfucker who mops floors?
You went up an octave. You went up a whole octave, and
she don't ever go up an octave. She went up an octave. Hey, I was like, well, I looked at her like, girl, if you don't get your ass in this elevator.
Random.
You know that.
Rick, he was
no, that was I get you speaking to everybody. That was a whole hey, he was all the way over there. Like I don't even know how you noticed him standing there. Oh hell no, no keyboard. Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about this, right here. Y'all don't know nothing about this, right here.
That's when you break it down. You gotta break it down when it's played.
You don't know nothing about this. This is when no matter what you mad at. Back to Jay Black. I agree with Jay Black. When she was at the Walmart, when his wife was at the Walmart, I tell you, he was checking the temperature.
Just because he said she pretty?
Yeah.
Yes. When a guy tells a girl you're pretty, they're checking the temperature.
Tell you what now, he wanted to check the temperature.
Hey, what does water feel like? Let me see what she say back. Let me see if she smiles.
But she said he kept on walking. He ain't stopped.
Trust and believe. He was checking the temperature.
And she would have said, oh, thank you. How long you worked here? He'd have been like, oh, the temperature feels right.
What up, Action?
He did the toe in. He did the toe in.
Rick said facts. Yes. Richard says, Shiny, you're pretty.
Nigga, let me tell you something.
Sure, we need the record. The record.
Tell me how fast tell me how fast I cut this music off.
Let me tell you, and this is the guy that wanted to be sliding in and out of people.
See how fast you block from this show. Keep playing with me. See how fast you get blocked.
Here goes Stacy, always starting trouble.
My hubby hate when I get excited about other. Why are you getting excited about other men?
Excited, Stacy. You not supposed to get excited.
What are we doing?
It don't be nothing. Huh? You got excited. Something was jumping.
What do you mean? My husband hates. Of course he hates it. He should hate it. Let him start getting excited over other women. Where's the bond? It's right here. There's the bond. I dropped it right there for you, Mark. Dropped it right there for you.
Stacy.
Goodness gracious, Stacy. What are we doing? What are we doing with you, Stacy?
When I get excited about other men.
But she's being transparent and honest. Shiny, you get excited. Females get excited. They're just not being truthful. Stacy is just being very in a safe space. She's being honest. I appreciate that part of her.
Shawnee got excited over wedding cake.
Thank you. That's what I get excited over. Wedding cake. No, I think everybody is different. Even in my group, the four of us, the four ladies that, we're all different with it. We all different. Now, I don't get excited over no dude.
Who was the thank you, Sequisa. Who put the last time what Stacy said? Stacey. Now this is what I love about women when they try and clean the comment up, right? They try and clean the comment up because they know exactly how crazy that comment is. My husband hated when I get excited over men. She's like when I talk about y'all. That kind of excitement. She's like, hey. Stacey Mitchell was like, hey, y'all took me way out of context. Y'all thought I meant get excited as, sexually aroused and butterflies in my stomach. I mean, excited like when I see you guys every morning. That's all I was doing. She cleaned that shit up.
That's Stacy.
Shout out to Stacy Mitchell. Oh yeah, congratulations, Stacy, because I saw you at a function. You had a brunch. I think it was last weekend, and on it said sold out. So congratulations on that. This is why I love the show. I've laughed my ass off all this morning. Thank you, Sequisa. Thank you. Yes, I know you ain't got to tell me, Stacey. I know exactly. I know. I've had to clean comments up too. Like after the show, to be like, I ain't mean what I meant.
In relationships, do y'all compliment other people? Like if it's someone that may look attractive, do y'all compliment that person to your partner?
To the
Like,
partner?
What do you
say,
mean?
like if Shawnee, you saw someone like, oh man, he's really attractive. Do you tell Mike, look at him, he's really attractive?
Why would you
Why
even
you
ask
gonna
him
say
that?
that to no? And he does not say that to me.
I was just wondering. I wondered.
I wish he would. Let me look at her. She okay.
Because at times Lady Q will point out different feet, like Ashanti. Like, wow, look at her. She looking at her
That's
body. She's been
another
working out.
woman. That's another woman.
That's
Yeah,
okay,
another woman.
That's another woman. That ain't no man.
Like Shawnee's one of her friends could be getting married and be in her wedding dress. I wouldn't even say she looked nice.
What's that rhinestone? Like
I'm like, what, you getting married today? Oh, congratulations. Yeah, usually people have to ask if I think someone is nice looking. I'm not even paying that much attention to folks. Okay, all right. Yeah. I like when women use that tactic. I'm not even paying that much attention.
I ain't even paying attention.
I ain't even paying attention.
I don't be paying attention. Do I pay attention, Mike? You've been around me enough.
Except when it came to that goddamn maintenance man. That's all I'm saying. I know that maintenance man.
Yes, you.
How are you?
You have the maintenance men in your building, so you can get all your stuff fixed for you.
That first of all, the maintenance man represents somebody knocking it down, but I'm not saying that's what you're saying. But hey, yeah. So how's everything going? You've been fixing stuff.
We talking I talk to all people in the building.
Stacy said, Mike, that maintenance man may have a key to that building.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, what get in the elevator? What is you talking about? What is you talking about?
I mean, I guess he could get a key now that you put it like that. Yeah, he could get a key.
Why are you talking to the maintenance man like this? Like, what is going on? He fixed the toilet.
I didn't know nobody wasn't here. I thought, because I put a call in for the rug, had a snag. I was coming to.
I gotta play the music to calm myself down. Wait a second. I gotta calm myself down.
I didn't know you was in the shower. My fault.
Oh no, they don't come in on that. No, they can't come because I keep the doors locked. They can't get in both locks.
Here comes Queenborn. Queenborn, here you go.
Listen.
Whenever a woman start with listen. When a woman start with listen, that means she clapped. She went, listen. Let me just tell you.
Listen.
I'm gonna look. These eyes are big for no reason. Morton, y'all. That's crazy.
So you must be single right now, Queenborn. You got to be single.
We just simmered down, Queenborn. Why you gotta start, Queenborn?
She got to be single.
We're done. We missed a whole bunch of stuff too. We missed the McDonald's. McDonald's got a new. They're gonna put a new McDonald's. They're doing a test run with a McDonald's that have no human beings working in it. None.
Even behind the counter?
None. No, they're not gonna. Wait. I read the whole thing. They are gonna have none. It's gonna be totally run by machines.
Making burgers, putting cheese on burgers. So if I don't want no onions, and then there's another robot that's going to okay, they don't want onions.
No, it's technology. What? It is what it is. That's what they're doing. I sent the picture out there. It's gonna be. They ain't gonna be any humans. The great thing about that is next time y'all black people want to get mad about the ice cream machine not working, you ain't got nobody to talk to. That's it. It ain't. No, it's not. When we went to go see Creed this weekend, and I kept looking at my wife during the boxing scenes, looking to see how she was looking at Michael B. Jordan. Facts.
Why?
What you getting so excited?
He's lusting over this man on the screen.
She cheering too much. You start looking at her like, this ain't a real fight, right? This is a movie.
He just arrived. What?
Yeah.
What?
That's when a man, you start getting petty. You start getting your petty back. You couldn't have him anyway. You wouldn't want your It's all coming all. It's coming all over. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Something about Pornhub.
I don't know. Something about porn. All right, this has been great.
Random Rick. Good show.
Thank you, Random Rick. Thank you to everybody. Once again, before we get out of here, Nikki White Chocolate, we appreciate you for joining the show. Shawnee, can you tell everybody? First of all, Nikki White Chocolate, if you just joined the show, was in a very serious car accident and is rehabilitating everything. She's starting from, but she's doing great. She's in a wheelchair.
That's an old picture, but yeah, she's getting better. She's sitting up now. Yeah,
but those medical costs, as anybody who's ever had a hospital emergency, are serious. So we would like to help somebody who's helped us throughout the years, supporting my comedy show and been rocking with us from day one. Shawnee, can you tell them how they can help?
So if you want to follow her story, you can go on Instagram to Nikki.strong. Nikki.strong. The information for her shirts are there, but I would say y'all send a little bit more than that because the shirts are being made on demand. So they paying a lot of money for these shirts. They are paying a lot of money for these. They're probably not getting as much of the donation as they need. And I don't know if you've ever been through that. You know what that's like. We know that Nikki was working. She was working multiple jobs.
2 jobs. She's like a Jamaican. She had like 2
just to make ends meet. So to have this accident is just a whirlwind for her. So go to Nikki.strong. You can donate there, or her personal page is Nikki_White Chocolate. But I think if you go to Nikki.strong, somebody else there handling that, so she'll get the message.
Daughter.
Yeah, please support that.
They'll be able to respond to you quicker. So go Nikki.strong, NICKI.strong.
Because Nikki had 2 jobs, was driving Uber, selling weed out the Uber, like selling weed out the Uber. Like she was going hard by it.
And flirting with Trendsetter. Yeah.
I didn't even mean to put your business out there, Nikki. I didn't mean to put your business out there. I just respect your hustle. I respect your hustle. Like it was crazy how much you were doing. And also, Media Room 360, TV, YouTube. Thank y'all for the response that y'all have given the shows that we have put on there. 2 of the shows have over 30,000 views. They cracked 35,000 views. The one with Charleston White.
My shows. Y'all give my shows some love too. Come on.
And so, but that is your show. My show is your show.
I'm talking about Shawnee Scott on air. Come on, give me some more comments and views. But we proud.
Go to Media Room 360 TV and check out all the shows. Shawnee Scott on air, Big Bink's Break Room, and the Michael Shawn Show. Go up there, check it out. CW33. You guys have been supporting CW33. And tomorrow I will tell you how comments can affect your psyche. Let me write this down about comments.
And later today, the part 1 of Mike's show with Lady Jade will be up. So they go a little bit deeper into why she left 104.
Good and insight. It was and I'm gonna tell you something. Had that Lady Jade interview very entertaining. And I prayed last night. I'm gonna tell y'all a true story I prayed last night because I was about to air some things out this morning. I was really about to air some things out this morning, and I almost did it when a certain comment came up, and I didn't because I prayed heavy on it.
Let me see what some of the earlier comments.
I prayed, and I actually.
No, just stop, Jay.
Let's say we trigger Mike right before we go on.
You're not gonna get a trigger me.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to figure it out, Jay.
Okay.
I prayed so hard because I had already in my mind figured out the 15 minutes of blast off that was going to happen on this show. But I'm just going to say this. It's loaded. It's loaded and ready. Like it might even be, it might be worse. It's like Chris Rock could have said something when Will Smith smacked him right away, but then he waited a year and it turned out to be even worse. It could be even worse because now I got time to rethink it. But I prayed on it and I felt like this ain't the day, this ain't the time. I prayed, Lord, hell, I prayed, man. You don't know how much I prayed, but I prayed on it. So I left the whole thing alone. Because I had some slick shit to really say.
That's good. Positive. It's all about being positive, Mike.
It's about being positive. It's about being positive. It's about, so we got to get out of here.
We out of here.
We got to get it. But don't get it fucked up. It's still there. It's right here. It's right here. Boy, when I tell you the church that anybody can get it, I'm telling you, I'm doing the best I can to hold this back. The best I can. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. Fight for your happiness and never let anybody take it from you. Michael Shawn, Jay Black, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. It's the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts.